one. That I hope they're prepared. Because if they're gonna just use whatever they are doing in the past, talaga mag-falter sila dito. But they picked out the Dazzle para medyo kontrahin yung Legion Commander na. Of course, pag nag-duel, makokontra agad nila.
Shallow grave, syempre.
Shallow grave.
So, Team Liquid, always nakikita ko si Matumba man playing with the Spectre. Like, he really loves to go for this hero whenever it's open. Of course, I think one of the meta heroes din yun ngayon.
Not really the top meta, but yeah, somewhere there. Yep.
Kasi yung maganda kasi dito is like, you can actually be on the opposite side of the map and then mag-hunt ka lang. Bigla ka na nandun sa fight.
Exactly. So, since nagkakaroon ng parang yung kaya siya nagiging sobrang meta hero right now is syempre di ba nagpo-push yung mga teams dito at isa-isang lane. Katulad ng Juggernaut, ang gusto niyan kasi isang lane, hindi siya yung split pusher type So ang Spectre, nagagawa niya, ang nabibili niya sa table is to split push and then join the fight if ever na kailangan.
Immediately pa,
indeed.
Hindi ka mo kailangan kagaya ng Boots of Travel na may meron pang channeling
for 3 seconds, yeah.
So, aside from that, parang nakita ko lang, like, nung nag-cast kami ni Kuya D before,
group stage, no?
Yeah, group stage with, like, watching Team Liquid. Miracle has been performing phenomenally, pero then at the same time, parang siya yung nagiging, para ba to, fallback option ng Team Liquid, and it just feels like hindi niya kayang i-push yung whole team niya to victory. I mean, yun lang yung nahalata ko on their losing games, Pero syempre, sabi mo, this is like their final chance.
Final chance indeed. And actually I also feel that way parang kay Miracle kasi unlike kunwari yung IG, if you think about it, kapag when all else fails, look at Burning and Burning will carry you. Parang hindi siya ganun ka-effective from Miracle. Miracle kasi is a hero, is a player talaga na he always wants to come from above, if that term that. Parang hindi siya best when playing behind. Of course, syempre nakapag-comeback pa rin siya at many times, pero ang ginagawa talaga ni Miracle is if
he prefers being snowballed.
Yun, tama, exactly. Parang idudurungin niya yung lane matchup niya and then pick up from there, tapos hindi niyo na siya mapapatay. Maghahari na siya dun sa laro.
So basically pag hindi siya nag-ramp up sa simula pa lang, dun siya naghihirap.
Tama, ganun. For a lack of a better term, yun yung nangyayari kay Miracle as of late. So, ang plano dito ng Newbee is to just use tong Legion Commander and Ember Spirit to give a little bit of ganks, then potential. Then go for the Juggernaut to get the objective taking. And I'm really scared of their team fight as compared to Team Liquid. They're gonna pick the Sand King, so dami nilang stun dito.
That epicenter combo pa with possibly the chaotic offering. Pretty deadly to go up against. I mean, they don't have like a Magnus, pero they don't really need it. Now, ginawa na naman to ng Team Liquid ngayon. They picked out the Temper Assassin. Going back lang muna dun sa last game. Kanina kasi they have Tinker. Tapos, last pick yung Tinker nila. Pero, ang first pick kasi ng kalaban nila, which is Newbee, yung Nyx Assassin. So, Nyx Assassin really counters a lot from Tinker kasi syempre, when you use the March, i-spike carapace lang niya. Ngayon naman, parang very questionable again for Team Liquid. They pick up the Temper Assassin against the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit known with the Flame Guard, and then pwede mong gamitin yun to remove yung refraction charges ng isang Temper Assassin, which means na magsa-struggle din agad ang Temper Assassin dito. So, going back to our point kanina, parang sineset up ng Team Liquid dito para mag-fail si Miracle kasi parang kontra agad. So, I don't know. I don't like this at all from Team Liquid. I really hope that they bring something in the bag na hindi natin nakikita as analyst dito. Kasi they're really at a big disadvantage sa draft pa lang. Unless they could probably use the Tuskar for early ganks.
Yeah, I guess.
Pero that seems too obvious in a way. Kasi kung alam nila yung matchup that would go heavily in favor of the Ember Spirit, why put yourself na mariread ka tapos parang ma-counter initiate ka lang, baiting yourself to like a very bad situation.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean Team Liquid, although meron silang pero yung kanilang draft is well-rounded din. They have early to mid game presence courtesy of the Temper Assassin. Tapos late game they have the Spec, napakalakas na late game hero. Juggernaut kind of struggles against Spec in some way, pero the point of having the Juggernaut against Spec is kailangan mas mabilis kang lumakas kaysa sa Juggernaut para in the case sa late game, kaya mo siyang durugin. So now, we are now at the game.
Yes, so Welcome, guys. This could be the last match for Team Liquid. One more and Newbee will win it, taking out, well, the literal horse. The horse team in Dota 2.
Team Liquid. Alam mo, Team Liquid, pinaka-paborito kong logo talaga ever since. Really like their logo.
Nirefresh yung logo nila, alam ko before eh. Kasi, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, they started with a StarCraft 2 team, tapos nag-branch out sila to CSGO and Dota 2.
CSGO, Dota 2, yeah.
And I think League of Legends na nata.
Yeah, meron din sila, di ba? Maganda yung uniform nila sa League of Legends, di ba?
Oo.
Sige, pakilala muna natin ang mga players natin dito.
Yes, Boss Direct pa F5. Yeah, beautiful. So, for Newbee, we have Faith on the Warlock, SCCC on the Ember Spirit, Kaka playing on the Sand King, U9 with the Juggernaut, and last but not least, KP on the Legion Commander.
And Team Liquid naman dito on the Dark Savio, Kuroki on the Dazzle, Mind Control, Offlane Doom, Miracle on his Temper, Assassin GH naman, Tusk, and Matumba Man will be your Spectre at may nag-restart daw na computer on his own. Sabi ng mga players natin dito.
Buti na lang hindi kagaya ng last time. Parang I think it was Demon ata from Digital Chaos. Nag-beast mode siya eh.
Nag-gala siya.
Oo, nag-lag yung PC eh.
Dapat naman tayo kasi pag mga ganitong tournaments, dapat prepared kayo. Anyway, yung that's it. Muna. Sorry. Si Direct Lecky. Uy, nag-DC. Yun nga, na-disconnect.
Nag-ano lahat ng PC nila. Nag-restart lahat ng PC nila. Not good. Just kidding.
Not good.
Alright, so far this tournament, Team Liquid again, not having, how I would say is having a very rough road towards the possible finals of the Kiev Majors. Still, of course, this is again, this is like their match to prove themselves, or at least to keep themselves alive.
Yep.
But Newbee looking very strong.
Newbee looking very strong indeed. Team Liquid, sobrang taas ng promise na parang, kasi if you look at them, meron silang 9,000 MMR players. Sila yung pinakamaraming 9K MMR players dito. So, ever since yung nag-reform to, nung na-acquire nila si Miracle and si GH, ang taas talaga ng expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
Sadly, for Team Liquid, hindi sila nag-deliver doon. They only were successful last Feb, ba yun? When Star Series, nung nangyari yun. So, mag-champion sila doon. But after that, DAC, na-eliminate sila in other lands, hindi sila nag-qualify. Dito lang sa Kiev Major, nag-finish sila 2-2, even losing against Digital Chaos na team nga ni Abed. So parang ang problema ko si Team Liquid, malakas talaga sila, but parang mas maraming off day nila kaysa dun sa days na malakas sila. Parang ganun.
Hindi kasi parang mindset na like you can see other games, competitive games, na they actually try to pull all stars. Pero it's the same thing with, I mean, it could be the same thing like if you look like sa na if you put all stars, that doesn't mean that it'll actually mix well.
Exactly.
It just means na nagpapasikat sila lahat. Pero in terms of like yung competitive edge nila sa team, it doesn't really mesh together.
Exactly. So siguro, I mean, Team Liquid, matagal-tagal na rin sila magkakasama, at pag nakita mo yung mga videos, parang enjoy naman sila sa isa't isa, but I think na meron talagang problem in terms of their chemistry talaga eh. Parang it's not about yung magkakaaway sila, it's more about yung awkward. Parang masyado silang magaling.
Kung nagko-connect sila, parang tayo.
Awit. Tayo dyan. Alam ba ni Rico yan?
Wag. Nasa sa gilid-gilid, baka pagkagising yan, patay tayo dyan.
Boss Jams, mukhang beautiful yan ha. Shoutout nga pala sa aming
guys,
manager.
Tandaan nyo bukas guys, nga pala, Pinoy Gaming Festival. Iniimbitahan namin kayo. It's gonna start from 10 a.m. to late in the night na. So, depende na yung oras niyan. Pero, hindi lang bukas yan. Hanggang Sunday.
Hanggang Sunday, grabe. Ang sarap. At ang balita ko, baring Asuray, libre daw yan. Ganun katindi.
Isipin mo, event na sobrang daming games. May prizes to be won pa. Tapos, syempre, alam na natin, Pinoy Gaming Festival, one of the best events talaga the year, aside from ESGS and of course yung mga other major tournaments that we can watch. Yep. And I've actually been a goer ever since 2014 nang hindi pa ako parte ng eSports, like bystander pa lang ako.
Parang viewer ka pala. Grabe. Libre. At nandun, I think, majority of the Mineski talents is nandun din.
Oo, pero ang pinakaayaw ko dun, wala ka.
Ay, yun lang. Awi. Patay tayo dyan. Hindi, alam mo tayo, syempre, kailangan na magka-cover pa rin sa Kiev. So, ganyan talaga.
So, yun guys, kung ayaw nyo pumunta ng Pinoy Gaming Festival, nandito pa si Wolf para samahan kayo.
Samahan ko kayo dito. And then,
Shrine Hill. Oo.
And Alpha. Yan.
Sila Boss Neil, saka sila Boss, Roji.
Alpha P, Chupapi. Si Manjin ba nasa kasama niya, no?
Oo, kasama namin siya.
Oo. Ang mga games, I think may ML, Vainglory, tama?
Vainglory, Mobile Legends, yung isa pang Legends na nakaaway ng Dota 2. Meron tayong CSGO, Project Sandata, which is Pinoy-made arena-style shooter. So kung inisip nyo na walang nagagawa ang Pilipino na games, meron!
Doon kayo nagkakamali. And then,
Sakita Nights nga pala, oo.
Yun. Yun yung Dota event doon, right?
Yes.
Yun,
So, as far ano na yan, official na to,
official na. Sa Sakita Nights page, may nag-announce sila dito nung all-girls team nakakalaban.
Jonko Lord. Pwede ba sabihin yung alam kong info lang? Pwede ba? Okay, guys. Yung all-girls team na Sakita Nights ito, may mga 5K MMR sila na players. Kaya, kung gusto nyong makitang umiyak sila Jackma, lam na this.
Kung sila Kuya D, kung gusto nyo makitang masaktan talaga, ng legit, eto na. There's gonna be some harassment dito nga lang sa bottom lane. Pero tingin ko, hindi makakapag-lane dito agad si Mind Control even with his... Kasi hindi siya kumuha agad ng point of the Scorch Earth. So, hindi pa naman ang survivability tool niya. So, kahirapan siya dito. With the presence of Kaka as well. So, I don't know.
No, it seems naman that, Doom is innately tanky. He has that strength hero, so he does have some regeneration early on. Pero, of course, having that Scorch Earth, mobility plus the extra regen. Pero KP, actually a little bit bombarded in the top lane. Na-block ng pathway niya, but he is kind of fast with the boots then. So, he will be able to get away from the clutches of death and take the shrine to heal himself back up and not go back to base. Or actually, wait. Ayun, nag-shrine lang.
Shrine lang.
Akala ko, hindi siya mag-shrine.
Quite early if you think about it sa paggamit ng shrine dito, 2 minutes in.
Can you help me out pala? Kasi syempre, hindi masyadong experience sa bagong Dota ngayon. Gano'n ba katagal ang cooldown pala ng shrine? And plus, if you activate it, so your teams have to wait for it to be on cooldown.
Yep, definitely 5 minutes. Yun ang timer dito. So, yan, mga 2 minutes is very early kasi it means na hindi mo siya magagamit agad. I mean, hindi mo siya magagamit dun sa time na mas kailangan mo. Like the 4-minute mark kung saan nagkakaroon talaga ng matinding ikutan. So, but think about it, pag nagamit mo siya na early, di magagamit mo uli siya na mas mahagad din. So, okay lang din. But definitely a big commitment din. Kasi as an offlaner, you want to really use that shrine as much as possible. And lalo na pag gusto mo pa magstay sa lane. And I think the big problem there was itong rotations ni Tusk din. With
wait, nag-alta ba tayo?
FPS drops.
Oh.
That's medyo creepy. Medyo creepy na medyo awkward.
Grabe, parang ano lang yun. Patikim lang na onting spooky. Kahit hindi October. It's alright.
So, in terms of last hits dito, as you can see, nangungunan Team Liquid. That's good for them. Kasi, sabi nga natin, medyo mahirap ang kanilang lineup dito. PA surprisingly laning well against Ember Spirit.
KP is a little bit actually out of position there, pero he does have the help from the Warlock. Okay lang naman ang buhay niya doon.
Shadow Word as well. So, without any additional rotations dito, I think Kaka noticing na S3C is kind of not really struggling, but you want him to be really parang gusto nyo madurog agad yung Templar Assassin na mid lane. So, right now, Templar Assassin is leading terms of last hits. So, they need to address this because if Templar Assassin gets the snowball, gets the momentum, mahirapan sila dito. Kasi kanina, di ba sabi natin, Templar Assassin will struggle against Ember Spirit, but right now,
it's gonna be the gank into the mid lane by GH. Pero nandito naman yung Sand King for the re-engage. Na nice catch-off here. Snowball to actually connect. Look at the damage onto the Sand King, but the two-man borrowed strike followed up here by Faith. And look at this, the double kill for S-Triple-C. The timing, the bait-in by Newbee.
Yes.
Being being read out
Sobrang,
perfectly.
parang calculated eh, no?
Oh.
Saktong-sakto with a snowball and then he lands the 2-man barrow strike under the towers. Tapos si Warlock dito, kung mapapansin nyo, nag-TP siya dun sa tier 2 tower para mas mabilis yung kanyang pag-TP in, pag-port in, and then ginamit niya yung Fatal Bonds. Fatal Bonds under the tower, under the effects, of course, of the Flame Guard. Sobrang laking damage ang na-deal dito ni S-Triple-C onto Miracle.
Yeah.
As well.
And that's what we were talking about. Like, alam na ng Newbee that this would actually happen.
This is
the second gank into the mid lane, and look at the damage output, followed up by the Shadow Word. Kaka does get the last hit, but still the pressure is on for Miracle, and he cannot escape that aggression.
Definitely. Kahit gaano kataas ang refraction charges mo against the Flame Guard, against the Shadow Word, the DPS is real coming out from Newbee, and that's the second kill. The third kill actually for this mid lane. So, that's very concerning. Newbee with the perfect timing din sa kanilang pag-rotate.
So, U9 here might actually get engaged upon. He's not level 6 just yet, so no ultimate for the Juggernaut, although he might actually not need it, as Kaka is setting up with the borrowed strike, but the damage you can see forcing out Liquid in the bottom lane. So just a little bit of pressure, and immediately Liquid actually dissipate.
Maganda, I mean, snowball dito. In-anticipate ni Juggernaut, ni U9, na mag-snowball sa papunta doon sa creep, but sabi ni GH, nagano siya, nagpakita ng footwork. He actually snowballed down. Nag-sidestep siya para hindi siya mahabol ng Blade Fury dito. Very well played from GH. Dodging that potentially
deadly combo.
Deadly combo indeed.
Harassment. Pero ito na. Into the bottom lane we go, and as early as he gets, or as fast as he gets at level 6, immediately pops it with the help again from GH. This is just perfect. Or sorry, from the Sand King.
Kaka.
Kaka pala, sorry. This is just perfect rotations coming in from Newbee, reading everything that Liquid wants and tries to do, and counters it right off the get-go.
Yeah, tama ka dyan. Parang kanina, nag-chill lang sila. Sabi nila, sige, fine, we're gonna give a little bit of space for TA, but as soon as we have the stuns, as soon as kaya nang maabot ng Barrow Strike, kasi the range is dependent on the level. Parang nung meron na rin Shadow Word itong si Warlock, sabi nila, it's go time. We are gonna pressure the Temper Assassin. So you can see, 2 deaths agad. And 4-0 in terms of kill score, leading dito on Newbee. They're really managing kung ano yung meron ng Liquid dito right now. So, there's gonna be a smoke. Saan kaya mag-rotate ang duo na to? It looks like they want to go to the bottom lane.
Sakto, may invisibility run pa na lumabas ngayon. I mean, S-Triple-C can possibly get that and help him out with this rotation gank. And into the bottom lane. Medyo nakakaramdam na ba dito si Mind Control, pero hindi, he's not gonna back off. But he does have a TP pair, 30 seconds cooldown. So, this is just gonna be him trying to maybe out-juke. Pero alam nila nandyan si Mind Control. It's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time indeed.
Pero the jukes! He actually gets it.
Twice. So
he uses a Doom onto the Juggernaut.
Yep.
But you can see now that Newbee knows what's up. Mind Control can actually get away, and there's gonna be the blockage coming out from GH. So safety for Mind Control, but it did prompt out a couple of the ultimates from the side of Team Liquid.
So yeah, that's the Doom committed. That's also the Haunt committed from the Spectre. So they didn't get the kill. That's quite expensive na commitment from Team Liquid na wala silang nakuha in return. And that's quite long in terms of cooldown. Faith dito getting slowed, but might get out.
S-Triple-C, alam niya na dalawa nasa mid lane ngayon, but he will actually go aggressive onto Miracle. There's the snowball from GH, but this is still a 2v1 situation, but S-Triple-C is actually bullying them both out without any support from his comrades, or from his teammates rather.
Really knowing his limits here, S-Triple-C. Another good block coming out from the Tusk. And all things considered, kahit pa low-gate dito ang Team Liquid, yung mga blocks dito ni Tusk really on point eh, as you can see. Katulad kanina dito sa bottom lane, naharangan dalawang heroes, and now yung kanina, Ember Spirit wasn't able to follow.
Medyo pinapush na siya ngayon ng Team Liquid. There is the teleport to response. Nice timing on the connection with that stun. The heal comes out from KP, and now Mind Control is way out of position dito. He's actually boxed in, and he has no way to escape, if I'm not mistaken here. can actually just try to maybe get the kill on Kaka. Pero yan na, nag-duel na. And that should be all set. And the snowball here from GH, this could actually be terrible. This could be Liquid actually giving another free kill for Newbee as GH tries to run away for his life. There's gonna be no support whatsoever. I mean, the Dazzle is around on the side, pero GH still way out of position behind enemy lines, and this should be his death.
This should be his death indeed. Nabigyan na siya ng caustic finale, so I'm gonna assume that that's also the slow. So, as the 6th kill in favor of Team Newbee, Team Liquid really struggling to find what they want to do. Parang, alam nila yung gusto nila gawin, pero hindi nila ma-execute. Wala silang connection, wala silang parang finish.
Yeah, finisher.
Parang nasisimulan nila pero hindi nila natatapos yung mga gank attempt nila.
They don't have like that extra immediate amount of damage. Like if, for example, if you have a Lina, yung Laguna Blade, at least you can rely on that immediate burst.
Yep.
Eh kasi dito, Doom pa lang eh. So like, kailangan mo pang tansyahin, I guess in a way. Or you have to wait for the DPS to actually kick in.
There's gonna be a snowball onto Kaka. Will this be enough? There's the Doom. Wala na siya taas dito for sure. That's the first kill for Team Liquid.
This is a huge commitment into the mid lane, but you can see now that Newbee are up for the fight. Newbee, SCCC is now gonna be dominating. Matumba Man actually joins into the mid lane clash. But KP, does he still have the ultimate? No, he already used it. And U9, no mana charge or mana left for his Omni Slash. But I'm pretty sure like if he has, gusto niya na ng pakaulan yan, does have the Ring of Aquila, so he could just be baiting out na may pumasok dito and then, you know, just unleash his sword.
It also helped na nag-TP dito si U9 kasi nagamit niya yung healing ward. And actually, malapit na mamatay din dun si Legion Commander. But of course, with the healing ward.
Gonna be spotted out by GH, but here is SCCC. Now, the rotations from Newbee just too damn quick. He does have the snowball, but SCCC has him in his sights. Gonna try to go around, pero look at the damage coming in from this Flame Guard. The DPS, hinahabol niya lang.
Grabe.
And the burn is enough to get the kill. Mega kill streak for SCCC.
This Ember Spirit really having the time of his life. Parang nabigyan na nga siya ng napakagandang match-up against the Temper Assassin. Sobrang lamang na siya. And then, nakakuha pa siya ng maraming kills dito on the side. So, right now, 5,000 na kanyang net worth, 12 minutes in, and he's also on his 5th kill of the game. And up with the Blade Mail as well. Grabe, ang dami ng items dito. Sobrang makikita nyo itong mataba na itong Ember Spirit. Does have the Doom as a parang big problem niya dito kasi if ever ma-Doom siya, hindi siya makapag-skills. But, Team Newbee, meron silang healing ward, meron silang shadow ward. Technically, wala silang pakialam dito sa Doom.
Yeah, kasi like if you shut down or silence dito yung Ember Spirit, nandiyan pa rin yung ultimates, Chaotic Offering, Epicenter, and of course, all of the other skills that you have just said. There is gonna be the Shallow Grave for Kuroki, but that leaves out this Doom yet again to dry and let Newbee get that shot or that kill again for themselves.
Omni Slash was committed onto the Dazzle, pero dahil doon na-force out na yung Dazzle gumamit ng Shallow Grave. And because wala ng Shallow Grave ang Dazzle dito, hindi niya napigilan na maging successful yung duel dito ni Legion Commander. That is the 3rd duel kill dito for LC. That means na meron siyang 30 bonus damage. Sa isang pro scene at 13 minutes in, meron ka ng 30 damage. That is actually a lot.
That's half of the damage of a Sacred Relic ata, no?
Indeed. Parang very parang libre damage. Kasi sa mga pro scene usually parang mga ano lang 20 minutes in parang isa or dalawa pa lang yung dual win na nako-connect. But right now, Team Newbee 13 minutes into this game already up with 3 dual kills. That's a great news for Newbee. At kung ngayon makita niyo si paring Miracle natin dito, siya pa rin top of net worth. Well, yun naman nakagandaan for TA kasi nakakapag-farm siya even against the Ancients. So kanina may mga Ancient stock dito ang Team Liquid.
That's Cyblades talaga.
Cyblades nga naman. Deso ang kanyang unang item pick up dito as we can see.
Yeah, there's still some good damage naman for Team Liquid. Although it's very situational where they can probably find a fight, full-blown fight na mananalo sila. So they have to really pick their targets carefully, and if they can catch out Liquid, that's the good question here. But it looks like they might with the help from the Hunt. But you can see Kaka actually gonna be trying to get away. Mind control. The positioning from Kaka enough to actually give enough gap na hindi makakapag-doom si ano doon, Mind control.
Exactly. Even without a doom, even with a doom, alam natin na hindi yun makapag-cancel ng TP. So Kaka, even with the commitment from the Spectre Hot, hindi pa rin siya mapapatay dito. It's really troublesome for Team Liquid.
Yeah, and now that'll actually open up Newbee here to not be afraid to go around the map because they know wala nang pang response ang Team Liquid dito aside from maybe, you know, the teleport clips.
Teleport indeed. Oh, malapit na mag-level 10 dito ang Legion Commander. Pwede mo natin actually, he's up with a Blink Dagger. That's really quick. I think on top of the armlet din. Spectre ba, how long is he far off from the first item ba? Tingnan natin. Si Spectre. Ayaw, pero okay lang. Pero tingin ko, kasi judging from his net worth, 5,300, malayo-layo pa siya sa kanyang Radiance. Actually, just 2,000 gold ang kanyang pera dito. Still, parang more than halfway pa lang.
Yeah. And now, Boots of Travel being completed by SCCC, so he's really in his prime right now. But then, you can see that Team Liquid, they know what's up. They have no more objectives to go for, except for the kills. But this is going to be a full-blown out fight. Spin to win comes out from U9, and look at that, a 3-man chaotic offering. SCCC dips back in, gets that double kill for Faith, and he gets one for his own. Unstoppable for the Ember Spirit. Wala man lang magagawa dito on Team Liquid, but to just die to Newbee.
With a Fatal Bonds as well as a Chaotic Offering. And then, I think hindi pa nga ginamit ang administration, hindi nga, even Duel, hindi rin nagamit. They only took yung Chaotic Offering as well as the Fatal Bonds and the triple remnant from the Ember Spirit. It was enough to blow up yung heroes ng Team Liquid.
Yung nakahalaga sa Team Liquid game, like, if you actually see how they actually go for their wait lang muna, mukhang gusto nilang palagan itong mid lane na to. Kuroki's gonna be using his ultimate to drain out the armor. They're going to be spotting out at least Faith, but if they do get the pick on him, I think it's still going to be fine because he has already used the Chaotic Offering. But look at how much HP regen he has. Healing Ward, Shadow Word, too damn good for him to actually be taken down. And here comes KP back into the fight. Duels onto, well, mind control, pero there is going to be at least a shallow grave. They do get the shutdown onto the Juggernaut as he does use his ultimate and goes into the back line of Liquid. They focus him down, shut him down as well. And now here is Newbee coming back in. KP does have the dagger, pero kinulang siya sa panghataw. So Liquid actually still doing quite alright in the fights.
Quite alright. 12-2. So I guess that's a big break na rin. Parang sigh of relief for Team Liquid. They got the kill onto U9. A big takedown din. But they didn't lose anyone. So nakakuha pa sila ng tower on top of it. So in terms of getting, parang panalo lang. Panalo sila doon. But still have to be scared about the potential pa rin ng Newbee dito.
The full combo talaga.
The full combo. Malapit na rin si Sand King sa kanyang Blink Dagger. Quite slow if you think about it.
Does Kuroki have... wait, has he used the Epicenter for this game? Parang hindi ko nalata. Sorry, Kaka pala.
Hindi pa natin nakikita yung Epicenter. Actually, he's just farming out.
He's just waiting. Like if this like actually blows to a whole team fight talaga, so still heavily go in Newbee's favor.
Surely. So, mukhang si Unay dito, plan na mag-Roshan. He's just checking them out. Actually, hindi pala sila mag-Roshan doon. Chinek out lang yun dahil. Emperor Assassin very notorious for taking down the Roshan quickly.
Quite easily, yeah. With the refract then, you know, able to take out actually, so sobrang tagal din ng pag-auto-attack ng isang Roshan. It does, you know, get that pretty good amount of value with the refraction.
Surely, for surely.
Yung nahalata ko pala doon kanina sa smoke play ng Team Liquid. If you've seen other smoke plays, yung can't be calculated, but teka lang muna, papatay na nila sa bottom lane. Si Matumba Man, there's going to be the response from GH, pero ito na naman, GH again goes into the fight quite late and gives a second kill to SCCC. So, lahat na nakuha ng Team Liquid kanina kind of like dissipates.
Exactly.
As Matumba Man dies in the bottom lane.
Tinapon lang nila yung lead. I mean, yung win at meron sila. Miracle very aggressive here. I understand kasi alam naman niya na yung nasa bottom lane nga naman ibang heroes dito, but they are quickly wrapping around dito.
This could be bad. I mean, this would be spotted out with I think the ward and the wave. No, they have a smoke of the seat, so they don't know this is happening. And
Miracle, oh no, you have to be careful.
He does have the dagger though, so he can go away. There's the knock-up. Do they have the lockdown? And yes, that's going to be just it. Damage output coming in from Newbee. And SCCC is godlike chaotic offering to spots out too. So that's going to be getting Matumba Man. Kaka-respawn niya pa lang.
Kaka-respawn lang indeed.
And he dies, goes back to the grave. And this will prompt Newbee to actually start the Roshan. And well, 16-2. this could be it.
This could be it indeed. I mean, Team Liquid, hindi na, may comeback potential sila from the spec, but that requires the spec to really have a good amount of farm. 6,200 lang kanyang pera ngayon, not enough. I believe so. Wala pa siyang radiance dito kasi kanina 4K tapos yun.
Oh, but hold that thought. It looks like they actually want to engage. GH is here. The steal onto the Ace Immortal will not commence. Shallow grave for at least the Tuskar. Here comes Miracle.
Wow.
He gets the kill onto S-Triple-C, so the bait potential from Liquid actually enough. And Miracle's gonna get himself the double. Look for the triple. And Unai trying to run away. Spin to win, but look at that armor penetration going in the meld. And, well, Miracle just doing Miracle things, goes for the triple. Looks for the Quadra. KP still able to run away, but, you know, Miracle hot on his tracks. Does have the dagger, but KP does have one of his own, and he'll be able to get away from that one. Kaka onto the sidelines, but I don't think he wants to go into 5 members of Liquid.
Spots Kaka, but I don't think that this is going to be a follow-up. No stun from Liquid dito. So, big win for Team Liquid. Definitely, they took down a big streak. That's, I think, a godlike streak out of the Ember Spirit. Tapos si Unai din nakuha nila. Even after the ages. So, overall, big win for Team Liquid. Sadly for Newbee, masyado silang soon na pumunta dun sa Roshan Pit, and napakababa ng armor nila kasi kaka-apply pa lang nung weave. Then perfect bait din coming out from Team Liquid.
And the really interesting thing is like what? That took them like 20-30 seconds para mapatay yung Roshan. I mean, if it was 10 seconds earlier, they could have actually gotten away with their lives. Yung narata ko lang, again, sobrang dami kasing engage na nangyayari. Yung pag-smoke sa lower sa jungle ng Team Liquid, it looked like they actually just wanted to force something, but then they didn't have enough, let's say, information around the map. Hindi nila alam kung nasan yung other members ng Newbee. They just assumed na papasok sila doon, Newbee will not expect anything, but then I guess
the opposite happened.
Yeah, it was just a 50-50 like unlike what yung ginagawa nila sa Rush Pit, where they knew that Newbee was actually all just clumped up there, so all they had to do was, you know, set up some harass, keep Newbee playing around the Rush Pit, and then when Miracle comes, you can just actually, you know, just wreck face.
Parang, kasi dun sa previous fight before the Roshan, parang wala silang information. Parang they're just beating around the bush ba? Is that a proper term for that?
That is.
Tapos, so hindi nila, doon nag-fail sila dito. But, dun sa fight na meron sa Roshan, they have that psionic trap doon sa may Roshan Pit mismo, kaya alam nila kung ano yung nangyayari. Parang naghintay sila, naging patient sila, wait for the weave then to rack up. They were successful that manner.
Una, Epicenter is actually charging up. There's gonna be Matuba, man, and there's a shallow grave. Actually able to keep this guy alive. 3-man chaotic offering once again from Faith, and he keeps the damage alive here for Newbee. But then at the same time, Miracle once more. The damage from this Templar Assassin enough to actually push back Newbee, and he spots out Faith. Faith is gonna try to run away, but Miracle does he have the damage? Oh. It's gonna chase him down. But
chase him down, but definitely not gonna be enough. S-Triple-C
gets spotted out, and look at all these psionic side traps. And they still find S-Triple-C. This is not looking good for Newbee. It looks like Team Liquid here are actually ramping up a possible comeback with just, well, some delay tactics and Miracle's, you know, raw damage output.
They're really outplaying their way to come back. Parang gano'n, if that exists, parang
yeah, it does.
Parang hindi, they don't have the favorable matchup, pero ginagalingan na lang nila, para skills na lang sila nakadepende dito. Miracle really showing up at this point of the game. Kanina sabi natin, he's not a player who comes from behind, but right now, parang he's really proving otherwise, and I like it. I like it a lot. Kasi
it could be because, you know, this is one of the points wherein his hero can actually make that solo carry potential.
Okay. I agree with that kasi this is the sweet spot for Templar Assassin. 20 to 25 minutes or even before the 30-minute mark. Then yung parang oras ng Templar Assassin, sobrang nagsishine ang isang TA with a lot of damage, mobility as well. Yun na parang oras na ng isang Templar Assassin. And then, it all starts here. Ano yung sa pinito? Dito lang isimulan lahat.
Parang ganun din, pero tinagalag
lang.
So, Newbee actually starting to get this top tier 2. I don't know if they have vision of Liquid. I think they just see Miracle into the mid lane. So alam nila na wala din yung highest damage dealer ngayon na Liquid. So they're just prompting to get something away or an objective away from the hassle of a fight. And get themselves a free tower in the top lane.
Still, the big problem for Team Liquid right now sa Matumama really struggling. As you can see, wala pa siyang Radiance, 25 minutes in.
He's the recipient of all the damage dito na Newbee.
That's true. Parang lagi siya inuuna.
Although in these past couple of fights, Newbee has actually, I don't know, of course AoE, may natatamaan pa rin silang other targets, but then Newbee's like mindset in the fight is parang gusto nilang mag-pick off ng isang tao gamit yung all AoE skills nila. So that was just Matumbaman, diba? But then perfect timing on the shallow grave, denies it, and then when they actually want to, when the fight actually commences talaga, like full-blown 5v5, wala na silang chaotic offering, silang epicenter, it all is just parang forced into one target lang.
Parang in the long drawn fights, parang it will not favor Newbee. Kasi tama if you exhaust all your skills, kunwari yung triple remnant mo sa isang target na naka-duel, para mauubos agad, then wala ka ng additional fight after the shallow grave. So kasi right now was that Kaka na nakatakas dito. So, actually in terms of levels, hindi naghihirap dito on Team Liquid. Level 14 on their support. 17 naman dito si Ember Spirit. And he's up with the Lincoln Sphere, so he's quite safe against the Doom. Pero I think si Doom hindi naman siya yung target. I think Doom, ang mas target pa niya dito is Unai onto the Juggernaut.
Yeah, just being able to deny the possibility of that, well, that Omni Slash would definitely help out. I mean, Duel, like you said, can already be countered with Shallow Grave, so they don't really need to do anything, but Liquid starting to roll up and get at least skill after kill here, and the timing on their invades is just really well executed.
I really like this kasi parang yung momentum nasa kanila na parang ma-undo na lahat ng mga mistakes nila kanina. Even Matumbaman na with the Radiance, that will actually speed up kung paano siya mag-farm ngayon.
Oh wait, S-Triple is gonna get called out here. He gets spotted out, but he is of course the Ember Spirit. But you know who is not an Ember Spirit? It is Fate. He has no escaping potential. Gets shut down. There is the Hunt. So that's just gonna make it, you know, easier for, well, Matumbaman to spot out the targets. He spots out KP in the top lane, but here comes S-Triple-C with the blade, with the boots of travel, spotting out Matumbaman way out of position without even his teammates. So this is Newbee actually just having that proper mindset to know that there is an odd man out for Liquid and gets a shutdown. And here comes the re-engage from Newbee. They know that they are down one hero, so this is the charging. Unai does have his Omni Slasher. It's prime and ready. If Team Liquid actually goes in for the fight, they might not be able to get the win. There's going to be the duel. It's going to be a couple good amount of victory here for LC. Does get that 58 damage on the duel stacks. So Newbee stopping this, well, let's say, somewhat of a snowball progression from Team Liquid.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Parang malapit na sana mag-snowball at Team Liquid totally, pero they gave a fighting chance dito. Especially after that kill of Matumbaman. Kanina sinabi ko na mapapa-speed up yung farm dito ni Matumbaman with the Radiance. But if you, of course, if you can find him, if you can kill him with the Ember Spirit, eh mapipigil mo talaga yung pag-snowball sa ng isang Spectre.
Yeah,
right now, hirap siya.
I think it was just unfortunate timing, or a series of unfortunate events. Because Matumbaman felt like he could actually really go against KP, which he can, but then Newbee made an opportunity happen. So you just have to give it to them talaga.
Exactly, right? Parang nakakita sila ng opportunity, he grabbed it S-Triple-C without hesitation. TP agad sa top lane. He knows na nasa bottom yung ibang hero.
Yeah, exactly.
So he just went for it. Ang Roshan, really very quick yung kanyang respawn ni Roshan dito. And Newbee knows that. I mean, Team Liquid knows that they have this refraction. Cybercraft.
I mean, Roshan is of course a pretty important objective, but then if Newbee gets baited out again by Team Liquid like last time, this could be fatal. But although they do have their ultimates back up, the Chaotic Offering and the Epicenter.
So at least this is their trump card dito. I think Team Liquid should not engage dito. The Roshan is really
Faith in the backline. He knows it's gonna be messy, so he's like getting to have that prime positioning. But Matumba Man from the backline actually baits it in. So there's gonna be the kill onto the Warlock. Perfect timing here from Team Liquid. They know what Newbee was actually trying to set up. SCCC is gonna try to do the best they can to actually deal the damage, but Team Liquid have found the chink in the armor. They find a second one as well, maybe even a third. It's going to be the use of Divinity Scepter here for Kaka, and he gets away with his life. But here comes the re-engage, the duel to connect onto the Dazzle. But
strike, dalawa na huli.
This is not good. Matumba Man is here, as well as Miracle. They are high on HP and high on damage. There's going to be SCCC trying to save his comrade, but will not be able to do so. 4 kills for Team Liquid to the 1 of Newbee.
Indeed, and they might take the Roshan as well. They have 4 heroes. They can easily take down this Roshan. Meron silang Solar Crest. Pero actually, wala na pala si Roshan. Temper Assassin actually very quick. Di ko pa na-explain na patay na niya si Roshan. Di pa ako tapos magsalita. Ganun niya. Siyempre, Solar Crest. I think
that fight, like, alam na ng Team Liquid kung saan yung I mean, the idea of Newbee's positioning, they knew that the Warlock would be in the backline, so they used Matumba Man's ultimate to find him, and they forced him to rotate, catch him out of rotation, and then that just kind of fall in place.
Parang nag-domino chain of events na lang, and actually, kahit si Juggernaut dito, hindi siya nakapagbato ng kanyang Omni Slash. Well, kagaya ka na sinabi natin, Spectre is mas malakas siya in terms of matchup against the Juggernaut, kasi si Juggernaut hindi siya makapag-ulti kapag nag-ulti si Spectre, kasi syempre tatamaan lang, soak up lang ng mga illusions ni Spectre yung Omni Slash. So that's why hindi nakapag-ulti rin itong si Juggernaut kanina. As people see, very aggressive dito, has to be careful, and
let's have this Remnant out. The snowball, kung hinabol siya hanggang base, that would be actually pretty funny.
That would be pretty funny. Sobrang tagal na eh.
Kasi lang pagkapunta sa base, isang napakalaking snowball na nadudumol na yung screen mo.
And right now, I have to say, Team Liquid is definitely back to this game. This is, I mean, if anything, nasa nila momentum. The Unay, medyo napigilan na kanyang item progression dito.
Yeah, and he's now gonna be stuck with at least the ultimate orb, Ring of Aquila and Manta style. I think of course he wants more. As for Warlock here, he gets spotted out. So many traps for Miracle, and this Templar Assassin, well, living up to the name, Assassin talaga.
Tama yun dyan. Tawag dito, the Bloodthorn, yan. Bloodthorn kasi it will secure na every hit that you get, that you deal sa isang hero na may Bloodthorn magki-critical, and critical for Temper Assassin. It's a very very bursty hero. Talaga 3 hits lang ang isang Warlock na support from Newbee.
Yeah. So now the name of the game for Newbee here, well, of course, aside from stopping this momentum from Team Liquid, is to blotting out Liquid's, I would say, vision, because they have so much. They have the wardings plus that trap from the Templar Assassin. So if they can't really, I guess, like clear these out, going outside of the base one at a time is gonna be a very bad idea.
It's gonna be a TP from Miracle. I don't know if he knows na nandun si Kaka, but still, Kaka might be caught here, pero napa-TP out na siya. So at least that's safe for him. Butterfly ang next item dito ni Miracle, na kanyang pangarap. Actually near it. 3,500 gold, and there's gonna be smoke from a Newbee. Who will they find though?
They know they really can't go one after the other, because again, like I said, there's too much vision for Team Liquid, so they're trying to get the catch off. They put Kaka in a forward position just because he does have, of course, that burrow strike, having the stun to initiate and then just follow up the daggers, pero they're not gonna be lucky at all. Look at how their positioning is. They're like lining up and just pushing to the left side of the map, and then you can see that Team Liquid are not gonna be, how to say this, careless with their positioning.
Careless, yeah. Very conservative with their positioning. They're grouping us up as 5. Lapit na dito sa kanyang Butterfly si Miracle.
He does have the Aegis of Immortal. Sorry, nakakalito kasi, like, it's either Aegis or Aegis of Immortal. Alam ko Aegis yung pero ang paborito kong pag-pronounce Aegis.
Aegis.
Ikaw, ano ba?
Aegis. Sabi, yan parang sinerch ko yung once, parang Aegis sabi. Pero syempre, iba pa rin sa different language kasi, kunwari, yung ilang Europeans, Aegis ang basa nila.
Yeah, exactly, diba?
Tapos yung mga Americans, Aegis.
Tapos sa iba, Aegis.
Aegis. Parang Ether, diba? Ether. Oh well.
Pero pwede ng Aether.
So, okay na yan. Hindi naman siguro masisira ang Dota pag nagkamali tayo ng pronunciation.
Game breaking, ano?
Game breaking.
Guys, what should we pronounce Aegis in Immortal? I mean, it's the item that comes out of Roshan. It's gonna be super important.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just the pronunciation.
Pronunciation, indeed. Heart of Tarask ang plano dito ni Spectre.
Hindi ba Taraske?
Taraske. Taraske. Pwede naman. Yung
Di ba kasi pag sa may mosque, so like Taraske.
Oh.
Huh?
Triggered si Butters.
Ay, Tawaske.
Taraske.
Si Butters
na-doom dito si si Kaka.
He's gonna try to escape, but GH shot on his heels. Is pinned down. Is gonna be the control, well, from mind control, and he gets shut down. That's gonna be Kaka trying to split push, but gets punished immediately as he tries to make some shenanigans happen in the other side of the map.
Nakita na naman.
And speaking of shenanigans, here comes Miracle to get that monster kill streak as he finds yet again the Warlock. Faith. I mean, he should be. I think his faith is a little bit shattered right now. He can't really escape the clutches of Miracle.
Miracle really just noticing na pag talaga nakita si Warlock mag-isa, there's nothing Warlock can do against him. No Ghost Scepter, so he can't really do anything against Miracle na sobrang lakas na ngayon. Doesn't have a buyback, but does have the Butterfly. Against the heroes of Newbee, maganda rin yan kasi if ever na maduduel siya, the Omni Slash wouldn't hit perfectly. Although yung Flame Guard siguro may problema niya, but he has the BKB, so technically almost invulnerable na ngayon si tropa nating Temper Assassin. I think they're just waiting for the rush and then they're gonna push up sa tower.
That's gonna be their point of push. Although U9 on the other side naman for Newbee does have his Skadi up, so that's actually gonna give him, like you said before, Skadi, with the extra stats for the tankiness, and of course the slow gonna help at least Newbee to parang sabihin to tether or lagyan ng leash ang Team Liquid, so that the slow actually puts them in their, I guess, in their sights para makapatay sila mas madali. But we'll just see.
To close the gap easier.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Like that. But we just have to see. This Roshan's gonna be a prime objective nga talaga. Of course, for Newbee, I think this would just be to counter the Roshan rather than to initiate it.
Okay. Good point actually. Parang hayaan nila na ang Team Liquid dito mauna. But the big kasi pwede nilang gamitin yung Epicenter, Barrow Strike, tapos yung Chaotic Offering.
Yeah, exactly.
To counter that. So, yeah. Although I think Team Liquid knows that.
Yeah, so they're not actually going for it today because they don't really need it. Of course, they can use it, but they won't really, have the best of effect if they actually just die. Oh, but Kaka gets caught again with the Doom. The dag in by Control, and that's going to be the huge pick-off here. There's going to be the hunt for the vision all around the side, or all around the roster of Newbee. And you can see that, well, every single one from Newbee is actually trying to get away. S-Triple-C's trying to control the waves into the top lane, but he actually gets caught out by Matumba Man. But of course, again, it is an Ember Spirit, so he can just Remnant away.
Remnant away, indeed. So,
it's a very controlled game.
Team Newbee just looking for openings. But I think Team Liquid right now, parang nagising na sila. Alam nila yung kailangan nilang gawin. They are looking very commanding in terms of their map movements dito.
Oh, and KP is gonna get spotted out by Miracle. I think he does have the props to go up against a Legion Commander, especially his itemizations right now. Although he can spot out Kaka as well. Don't want to bite off more than he can chew. So what do you think?
Very controlled game.
What do you think? Like Newbee right now, I think they can actually engage the fights, but it would be better if they actually just bait in Liquid rather than trying to go for the pickoffs, because we already saw what happens. Shallow grave, and then everything just crumbles for them.
Yeah. Totoo yan. Parang as I can parang pag tinitignan ko yung potentially magkakaroon ng fight para mauna si Doom and the toss, it is actually better for Team Newbee na maghintay na lang ng initiation from Team Liquid, then use the Chaotic Offering as a counter initiator, then use the duel onto the dazzle as soon as possible para may kagad sila dito para mapatay agad nila yung source of shallow grave and then take the fight from there. So ang nagiging problema na nila ngayon is Spectre is actually getting stronger. Kanina kaya nilang i-manhandle si Spectre. Right now,
SCCC was actually able to do that.
Right now, it's a much better problem with the Heart of Taras as well as the Radiance. Blade Mail as well, parang pwede ka pang hesitate, di ba? Parang mag-hesitate ka mag-hit sa isang Spectre kasi meron siyang...
He looks like a freaking porcupine. Ayaw mo yun, di ba?
Exactly.
Pag kumakaw ka ng porcupine, masakit. Obvious. Shoutout nga pala dyan kay Mineski Jen. Makikita niyo rin bukas sa Pinoy Gaming Festival.
Wow.
Idol, kung loadin niyo siya guys, alam niyo. Pero once again, Faithful actually used his chaotic offering right there. That was forced out of him by Team Liquid. And look at this Matumba man. Will get baited in by the duel, but still,
Miracle, no.
Shallow Grave is possible. And like you said, Miracle gets a double kill. He has a BKB, and he is just unstoppable right now. U9 trying to run away with a spin to win. Shallow Grave being activated here onto Miracle. And here comes the backstab coming in from SCCC. He doesn't actually get anything from that. No fruit to bear from his troubles. He gets shut down, but does get baited out with the buyback. Look at this. SCCC has a Blade Mail, activates it, and he still tries to run away. He's getting locked in, but he does have the remnant away to be able to escape the clutches of Liquid. Look at how many kills they have. 4 kills without any buybacks for Newbee as of now.
Only 2 heroes alive for Team Newbee. Unfortunately for Team Liquid, wala na sila masyadong HP dito. But they're still very aggressive dito.
Mind Control's baiting them in. There's gonna be the snowball, and look at the damage. Kaka just comes back and goes down once again. And this is Team Liquid. 41 minutes of the game, actually looking to push this back into a Game 3.
It looks like there's no buyback on the course. Newbee dalawa lang pwede makapag-take. But Warnock is here. Still, no chaotic offering, no Omni Slash. Not enough even Remnants to be safe in terms of, to allow Ember Spirit to be aggressive. So that means na mapapanoorin na lang nila ang kanilang mga barracks na tumumba dito sa mid lane. 24-21, Team Liquid really found a way to come back to this game.
Yeah, all with, I guess, that spark plug of initiation. I don't know if that's the word. It's Miracle, man.
Parang parang Pinoy tour nga. Dito nagsimula ang lahat.
Oh, he's the light to the fuse. Yun, lighter to the fuse. But now this is another fight for Newbee here. That's gonna be the start off with the Haunt. Look at that! The blockage with the wall of ice in the back line. And look at Matuma Man go to work with the help from Miracle. Triple kill for the mid laner here of Team Liquid. And there's the GG call. It's gonna be Team Liquid pushing this into a Game 3. And guys, we're still not gonna watch the next series. We're still in this one, and Team Liquid come back with the victory.
Definitely. And I would like to just parang take ang layo ng inabot natin.
Nausag tayo sa match.
Pero kanina sabi mo the ice block dito from the Tusk. That actually allowed them na, di ba, nakumpul silang gano'n. Perfect yung weave din kasi lahat sila nahuli ng kalaban. Hindi sila makatakas and sila side blade na lang sila ni paring Miracle. Miracle actually found the right angle to deal damage with the side blades and they closed out the game in a very convincing fashion.
Yan yung sinasabi ko before na sa kabilang laro. I won't say the name. Yun yung tinatawag natin kill bowl.
Kill bowl. Oh.
Yes, that's the term I want to dub it as. Kasi sobrang like basically you just put them in a certain spot and then you just freaking kill them all.
Just kill them all, diba?
Yeah, diba?
Parang in close misses na lugar, they just use your AoE damage and just tear them apart. Yeah. So I guess
we'll get back with you guys for Game 3. Again, this is the Kiev Major special coverage by Mineski TV. I'm Asarai, and here with me is
Wolf, and we will be back after a short break.